Hey, I'm Tyler with HydroHog Seeders. Today we are going to be looking at how to hydroseed. So how is it done? What are the steps you need to take in order to get a bag of mulch and some water to hydroseed on the ground? We're going to be doing it today with the HydroHog 110. Okay, first step is to get some water in the tank. Even before you turn the engine on, it's important to have water in the tank so that you don't burn out the pump. We've got our quick fitting attachment connected to our garden hose. So now we can just quickly clamp this to our hydroseeder and turn the water on. Okay, while the tank is filling with water, we can talk about these valves here. There are 4 of them that you need to control. However, the operation is actually pretty simple. We can categorize them into 2 different categories. The ones down low, these are the suction side valves, and the ones up top, these are the output side valves. Your pump, located right here, always needs some sort of moisture when it is running. So it either needs access to the tank or water through the bulk fill port. We're not using that today, we're using our hose, so this is going to be closed. However, this one is going to be open, so that when we turn on our engine and the pump starts, the pump will be able to receive the water from the tank, pull it through this valve and into the pump. Now, the output side, you always want one of these open, otherwise the pump has nowhere to discharge the mixture to. Initially and during mixing, it is going to be discharging back into the tank. So we want to have our recirculation valve open. The other one here is our discharge valve. This is what we are going to connect our hose to when we are ready for hydroseeding. We'll get to that in just a minute. Once our tank fills to about 80 or 90 gallons, then we'll be able to add our ingredients. We have 2 ingredients that we're looking at today, and these are pretty much going to be consistent through most loads. You're going to have some sort of pelleted mulch, and you're going to have some type of seed. There's other amendments too. You can add fertilizer, you can add additional tacking agent. Those are all extras, kind of depending on what sort of job you're doing and what the site requires. However, you're always going to have some sort of mulch and some sort of seed. Today, we're going to be using Let's Go Seed Starter 3. I really like this. It shoots really smooth out of the HydroHog, and even comes with a little bit of a tacking agent included in the mix, which is really convenient. And for seed today, this is a Pseudos Type 1 seed mixture. It's a compilation of bluegrass and ryegrass. It grows really well here in our area. Okay, so now that our tank has reached 80 gallons, we're ready to start the engine. First, we need to make sure that our valves are in the correct position. It's always good to double check. This one is open, this one is closed, this one is closed, and this one is open. Basically, it's going to draw the water in from the tank and then discharge it back through the recirculation valves. To start it, we've got a switch right on the back of the engine. You flip that to on. You can give it a little bit of choke if you want. About half throttle or so should do it. And then just pull the cord. Actually look inside the tank once you start it to make sure that you see the circulation. Another very important thing when mixing is to make sure that you are full throttle. From the moment you start adding ingredients to when you are done spraying, the machine needs to be at full throttle. Okay, so the secret to adding mulch is to do it just a little bit at a time, nice and steady, so that you avoid clogging the pump. This can be done over a period of 30 to 60 seconds. Alright, so after you add your mulch, now you can add your seed. 10 pounds per load is a great place to start. Next thing to do after adding your ingredients is to check the consistency. After it's been mixing for 5 to 10 minutes, it should be nice and smooth, no chunks. All right, last thing you need to do is connect your discharge hose to the HydroHog. This is the connection that your slurry will flow out of and into the hydro gun. So make sure that is connected and your nozzle is firmly attached to the end. Lastly, close that valve before you start spraying. Open up the discharge valve, and when you're ready, open up the gun valve. All right, and that is one load of Hydroseed. We did that in approximately 40 minutes. It's really important that when you notice you're running out of Hydroseed, it's usually in the last 10 to 15 gallons, that you close this nozzle and then shut off the machine so that the pump doesn't run dry. After that, you're ready to either rinse out the machine for storage if you're not going to be seeding for a few days, or refill it for the next load.